Archangel Michael says, there is a shadow moving near your home, and the footsteps are not random, they are calculated. Someone who has been watching you silently has now selected a specific date to strike. This is not a moment for doubt. Your protection is being activated because the plan against you has been written and sealed. The eyes you thought were friendly have turned cold in secrecy. There's a whisper being exchanged behind walls you don't see, a conversation laced with greed and betrayal. They are not coming for a visit, they are coming to take something that doesn't belong to them. You may have sensed it lately, the sudden silence, the eerie calm before something dangerous brews. Your name is spoken in circles that do not carry light, and your house has unknowingly become a target. But the heavens have opened their warning, and you're being told this for a reason. Archangel Michael says, the forces of heaven are now standing near your doors, watching every movement. Because what this person plans to do is not a mistake, it's intentional, and they've already picked the night. The date has been circled, the bags prepared, and the moment creeping closer. Type Amen to get blessing 333. You will feel it in the air around your house on the evening of the attempt, something won't feel right. The lights may flicker, or a strange sound may disturb the silence. These are not coincidences but signs from above. Your house holds something sacred, something they believe they can take without consequence. But they do not know what surrounds you now, an invisible wall of protection, forged by prayers and divine authority. A hand of light is pressing against the plot of darkness. There was a meeting between two people recently, and your name was whispered with a wicked smile. They discussed your daily schedule, the times you leave, return, and even the areas in your home that stay unlocked. They think they are clever, but their plan has already been exposed before it's even carried out. In this message, you are not being warned to panic, but to prepare spiritually and physically. The moment you accept the warning, protection begins to multiply. Because God never reveals an enemy unless He's about to disarm them in front of you. Type Amen to get blessing 418. This individual is not a stranger. You've either met them recently or they've been close enough to gain access to your movements. Their heart has turned envious, their mind corrupted by false promises from someone else encouraging them. Their intention is not just theft, it is to leave a scar, to shake your peace and question your safety. But Archangel Michael says, you will not be touched. The moment this person crosses the threshold, heaven's alarm will shatter their mission. There is an object in your home they are particularly interested in. It could be a document, a safe box, a package you recently received. They believe it holds more than it does, but they are drawn to it like moths to flame. This is not the first house they've targeted. But this one is different. This house, your house, is protected by the divine because your soul carries a light that cannot be dimmed. Type Amen to get blessing 757. On that night, they will hesitate at your gate. A force stronger than fear will grip them. And while they might still attempt to step forward, they will be stepping into divine territory. You may notice small changes around your home, objects moved slightly, unfamiliar footprints, or strange behavior from someone nearby. These are not mistakes, they are rehearsals for something worse. But even rehearsals cannot bypass the attention of your guardian. You've been chosen to receive this warning because your name is written in divine fire. Your time of being quiet and unaware is over. Now, you move forward with eyes opened and a spiritual army behind you. Archangel Michael says, the date planned was meant to surprise you, but now, it will surprise them. They are being watched. Every time they step closer, they step further into divine exposure. Type Amen to get blessing 199. The one planning this is not acting alone. There is a female figure involved, someone whose voice carries manipulation. She has planted the seed of greed, using sweet words and fake concern to blind him. She said things like, they don't need it, or, they'll never notice. She knows what your house means to you, and still, she chose to assist in this betrayal. But she too has been seen. Her involvement will backfire. There is something sacred you own that she once desired for herself. She tried to get it through friendship, now she tries through theft. He is trying to impress her. To win her loyalty by carrying out the act. But he does not know that this act will be the beginning of his collapse. Type Amen to get blessing 844. If you've noticed someone around who seems too curious about your schedule, trust that feeling. If someone recently asked to come inside and seemed overly interested in where things are placed, recall that moment. These are not simple interactions, they are keys to exposing the plot. He has seen the room where you keep your important things. And he's drawn a mental map. But what he doesn't know is that angels are now guarding the very door he intends to enter. Archangel Michael says, every step this person takes toward your house is being recorded in heaven. They will not get away with this. Not because of fear of man, but because of fear of divine judgment. You will begin to see things more clearly now. Names will come to your mind, and you'll feel uneasy. That's not paranoia, that's your divine insight sharpening. Type Amen to get blessing 562. The chosen night is not far. They were planning it for a weekend, possibly a Sunday. They assume you will be resting, unaware, spiritually vulnerable. But on that night, you will be stronger than ever. Something inside you will keep you alert. And just before anything happens, there will be a divine disruption. Heaven will send confusion into their minds. Their communication will fail. Their courage will shatter. You might hear a noise that feels strange, but don't be afraid. That's your warning system, the divine alarm telling you it has begun, but not in the way they expected. Type Amen to get blessing 909. A pet in your home, or even a bird outside, will sense the energy. The animals connected to nature's frequency will stir before you do. Watch their behavior closely, they are messengers too. The person leading the plan is younger than you may expect. But he is being manipulated by someone older. He has been told false promises, that this one act will change everything for him. Instead, it will destroy what little trust and chance he had at peace. Because no one who touches a child of divine light escapes untouched. The consequences are greater than the reward they imagine. Archangel Michael says, your prayers from weeks ago have already activated this protection. The heavens are now making sure you're aware, because knowledge is power and this message is your weapon. Type Amen to get blessing 688. They have visited your home before under the disguise of innocence. Maybe during an event, a delivery, or a short visit. Their eyes moved faster than their words, they scanned everything. You might even have offered them water or kindness. That kindness is what makes their betrayal even more shameful. But heaven remembers it, and that kindness is now returning as protection. This person will be exposed in a strange way. A forgotten text, a leaked voice note, or even a phone left behind. Their secret will slip through their own hands. And when it does, don't respond with anger. Stay in silence and let the universe deal with what it has already seen. Type Amen to get blessing 300. Their faces may look calm now, but something is eating at them. The plan is falling apart little by little. Their hearts are racing at night. Sleep does not come easily to those who plan evil against the innocent. And every time you pray, their fear grows. That's how powerful your spirit has become. Soon, someone will call you and mention a strange encounter. That call will confirm what you already feel. Don't ignore it, take it as heaven's final proof. Archangel Michael says, their downfall is not far. For what they plan to take from you, they will lose double. And what they wanted to steal will turn into a curse in their hands. Type Amen to get blessing 977. Their name will come up in an unexpected conversation. You won't even be talking about danger, yet suddenly, their name will be mentioned, and your heart will beat faster. That is not coincidence, that is your divine alert system being triggered. You may find an item moved from its usual place without explanation. That's not forgetfulness. It's someone testing how closely you observe your space. It was a dry rehearsal for a crime they thought they could perform silently. Archangel Michael says, even their silence is being watched. Every time they think they're invisible, another light from heaven follows their steps. They are not alone in the dark, the light is chasing them. This message is coming to you now so that when it happens, you won't be shocked, you'll be ready. Because the angels standing around your home will not wait for your permission to act. They are already armed with divine instruction to protect your peace. Type Amen to get blessing 122. Soon, there will be a shift in energy around you. The air may feel heavier at certain hours. You may even feel like someone is watching from a distance, and you're not wrong. They've made several drive-bys already. Pretending they're just passing, but their eyes scan your windows, your lights, your shadows. But even their car is being watched from above. The date they planned this for is just days away. It could fall on a Friday night, when people are least alert, or early Monday morning when distractions are highest. But remember, they're planning in the physical, but you are guarded in the spiritual. Their first mistake was underestimating who you are. They thought your silence meant weakness. They failed to see the fire that stands behind you. Type Amen to get blessing 471. A woman close to this man has warned him, quietly. She told him that something doesn't feel right about what they're about to do. But he refused to listen, he's desperate. Desperation blinds logic. He thinks this one act will set him free, but it's walking him into a trap. A trap not set by man, but by the divine hand that protects you. You may soon have a dream about your house, take it seriously. Whether it shows someone entering, or objects falling, it's a divine signal. The dream is not a warning, it's a play-by-play of what would have happened had you not listened. Archangel Michael says, even when you sleep, you are guarded. The plan to rob you is not just material, it's an attempt to disturb your destiny. But that attempt has failed before it began. Type Amen to get blessing 555. The male figure planning this is being influenced by two others. One for greed, and one for revenge. These two are not in harmony, but together, they fuel the darkness. One wants to see you fall because of past envy. The other wants to use your loss to gain power elsewhere. Their hearts are poisoned, but their judgment is clouded. Heaven has now turned the tables. Their own fears will begin to multiply. Every moment they get closer, their breath will get shorter. The very car they plan to drive to your home will have trouble starting. The bag they plan to carry will feel heavier. The energy around them will scream, "You're not welcome here." Type Amen to get blessing 808. You have angels assigned specifically to your doorstep. At night, they stand like guards you cannot see but can feel. Their swords are drawn, not for battle, but for declaration, not this house. Not this one. Soon, there will be signs in your environment. A loud crow, a flickering streetlight, a sudden blackout. All reminders that the atmosphere is shifting for your protection. The person leading this has underestimated your intuition. They thought they could creep in like a shadow. But what they didn't realize is you are no longer living in darkness. You have been elevated. And with elevation comes visibility. And with visibility comes protection. Type Amen to get blessing 291. There will be a piece of clothing or a lost item found near your gate. Don't touch it with bare hands. It could be part of their reconnaissance. It may have been left intentionally to see how close they can get. Call upon divine guidance in those moments. What you cannot see, your angels already know. And their knowledge is your shelter. The female voice behind this act is more dangerous than the man himself. She does not plan to show up, but she planted every step. She's trying to use him as her puppet. But her strings are breaking. The lies she used to manipulate him are beginning to rot. And soon, the truth will expose her for what she really is. Type Amen to get blessing 660. You will overhear something in a public place that sounds unrelated. But it will connect dots you didn't know existed. That moment will confirm your suspicions and clarify your steps. You'll be guided to move certain things inside your house. Do not ignore this nudge. Rearranging is not paranoia, it is realignment. Archangel Michael says, your ancestors have stepped forward in this fight. Their protection runs deep in your bloodline. Their prayers are now your shield. You are not alone, and you never were. The moment you received this warning, heaven closed every door the enemy thought they could walk through. That closure is your victory. Type Amen to get blessing 494. They will try to test your reaction before the actual date. Maybe through a fall for it, remain calm and alert. He is looking for weakness. But what he'll find is strength cloaked in silence. And that silence will terrify him more than any loud warning. This entire robbery plan is rooted in spiritual ignorance. They do not know whose child you are. And by trying to touch your space, they've signed up for spiritual consequences. Their punishment won't come from your hands, it will come from what surrounds you. What shields you? What walks before you? Type Amen to get blessing 777. One of their own will betray them. The plan will leak. And when it does, your name will be cleared, while theirs will be marked. Justice is already moving. But heaven wanted you to know, so you won't walk into this blindly. You are being called to stay alert, not afraid. Your house is about to become a testimony. Not just of protection, but of power. People will hear what didn't happen, and they'll be stunned. Archangel Michael says, when the date arrives, do not worry. You will sleep in peace. Because angels never blink. Type Amen to get blessing 111. The day they plan to strike will come, and nothing will happen as they imagined. Instead of finding your home vulnerable, they will feel an invisible resistance. Something will pull them back, confuse their path, or stop them entirely in their tracks. Their phones will start glitching. Their communication with each other will break apart. One of them might even feel physically sick before taking a step toward your home. This isn't a coincidence. It's divine intervention. Because what they plotted. Darkness, the heavens already cancelled in light. Type Amen to get blessing 636. You will feel a strange peace when that day comes. It will feel like silence with a shield wrapped around you. That peace is not emptiness, it's protection. You are not being warned to be afraid. You are being told to trust the divine defense around you. You're being elevated to a level where fear can no longer reach. Soon, you will receive news that confirms this plan was real. It may be a police notice, a neighborhood alert, or a confession by someone involved. Whatever form it takes, you'll finally see why your soul felt restless. And when you do, don't let anger rise. Let wisdom speak instead. Because the exposure will be louder than any revenge. Type Amen to get blessing 728. Someone in your past who silently loved you has prayed for your safety every single day. That prayer reached heaven, and this message was born from it. Sometimes, divine protection is the answer to someone else's prayer for you. This person may never tell you what they did. They may never even reach out. But their connection to your spirit was enough to spark heaven's defense. Their prayer was simple: keep them safe, even from what they don't see. And heaven replied, done. Archangel Michael says, your peace has been purchased by unseen hands. Your house is being sealed with spiritual flame. The plan of robbery is over before it began. Type Amen to get blessing 844. A door you once forgot to lock will now become the strongest gate. A room you feared would be entered will now radiate with divine light. Everything meant for harm has now been reversed. You will wake up and feel lighter, even before you understand why. That feeling is called release. The burden of unseen danger has been lifted from your shoulders. He will walk away that night, heart pounding, drenched in failure. She will regret ever suggesting it. Their alliance will crumble from within. The spiritual sword drawn over your home has spoken, not this house. Not this soul. Type Amen to get blessing 999. There will be an apology. Whether spoken or sent anonymously, it will carry guilt. They'll want to erase their tracks, but it'll be too late. One of them will move far away, physically or emotionally. That distance will not be an escape. It will be divine exile. Every item they touched, every lie they told, will turn against them. Because you are not just anyone. You are chosen. Your house is not just a structure. It is a vessel of peace. And that peace has now been fortified. Type Amen to get blessing 777. They will see you walking days later and feel small. You won't need to say a word. Your strength, your glow, your calm silence will echo louder than any confrontation. Others will hear of what was about to happen. And they will marvel that it didn't. You'll be a testimony of quiet miracles. Archangel Michael says, this warning came just in time. Because heaven doesn't reveal what's already past, it reveals what it's about to prevent. And prevention is the highest form of protection. You are not just being saved. You are being established. Your safety is now your power. Type Amen to get blessing 585. You may feel emotional after reading this. Let the emotions come. It's the energy releasing from your body that sensed something wasn't right. Now that truth is here, your spirit can breathe. From this moment, walk through your home and speak peace. Open your windows and let divine energy pour in. Nothing and no one will breach the barrier of light placed around you. This person will think they're being punished by fate. But they're facing what they tried to place upon you. The boomerang of energy always returns. She will lose more than she expected. He will face consequences he thought were avoidable. Because you, child of divine light, are now marked safe. Type Amen to get blessing 222. Final note, keep this message close. Reread it when fear tries to knock. Because fear is not your reality anymore, protection is. This wasn't just a message. It was your spiritual surveillance alert. While you were sleeping, divine eyes never closed. They planned a robbery. Heaven planned your rescue. And heaven always wins. Type Amen to get blessing 411.